Yourself up. I'm going to teach our client to line his own hair up. Are you ready? No?
No.
So you're not ready to do it?
I'm not trying.
All you got to do is just place it like right here and just
I'm good.
All right, what's going on YouTube? Today we got a mid tape for y'all. We're doing something a little bit different. He's just getting a mid tape on the sides, and in the back he's getting it lined up because he is trying to start his braid journey, I guess, if you want to call it that. But we ain't gonna hold y'all too long. We're just about to hop into it, get into it, and yeah. Alright y'all, for today's tools we're going to be using is our Andy's Masters Black Label. We always use these. Boom. Very good looking clipper. And for our soft trimmers, we are going to be using, matter of fact, we're going to switch it up. We're going to take this out the equation. We're going to be using our Stylecraft Instincts. Boom. These are going to be our soft trimmers. These is kind of a hard hitting trimmer, but it's still soft at the same exact time. And then for our hard trimmers to line up, to do the line up in the back and whatnot, we're going to be obviously using our wall high vis. So let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do is get our designated areas that we will be touching up picked out. Everything lifted up off the scalp so we can know, or when we cut everything down, we can cut it down evenly. We don't want everything compact. We want everything lifted up, picked out, and really just the taper parts is what we're going to focus on in the back lineup, because we really got to kind of shape up everything, I want to say. When it comes to the fade, first thing we're going to be doing is debulking the whole entire area. This whole entire area right here. So we're going to take our number 2 guard, level all the way over, touch your head for me, about right down. And we're just going to lightly graze over this area right here and creating that shape, that round shape that we use for a taper. Usually a taper is like a half of a sun or a moon type shape, I would say. It's like a horizon almost. Boom, and then I'm gonna start closing the lever and slowly moving down. Just like that, and that's debulked just enough for me. And for right here on the sides, we're gonna be doing lever all the way close, and we're gonna just graze the sides. We don't want to do it like this. You want to do it to the side. Let me see if I can show y'all. See if it's gonna focus right. Boom. This is what you want to do. Take the clipper. Don't have it pressed on his head, but have it like this. And just graze the side. And this allows us to be able to do the neck line up in the future whenever we get to that point. Because if there's too much hair right there, we wouldn't be able to line anything up. After we debulk to start the tape off, we're going to be doing, let me make sure my stuff is on. All right, so what we're going to be doing is creating like a half of an oval, half of a circle. Right around this area, and everything below that just comes off. And I'm using a brush for this area right here just because it's a lower part of the hair. Just like that. And the reason why we debulk is because we can't set in guidelines with the hair being so thick. And everything just comes off. Now we're gonna open up the clipper, boom, right down. Make sure I can see. And go up about a half of an inch. It really all depends on y'all client, like what type of hair shape y'all client got, what type of hair texture y'all client got. That's what kind of dictates the width of y'all's and how much room your client has to work with. That dictates this first guideline right here, or how thick your guidelines will be, or your fading lines will be. Mine's about a 1/2 inch because we only have this room to work with right here. And then what we do is slowly start closing the lever and moving down within our blend. Every time we close the lever, we should move down within our fade. This is a down fading process that I use on literally every single client. And the blend comes out the same exact way. It just comes out smooth every single time. Plus all the detail work that you will have to do, or a decent amount of detail work. Yeah, I'm about to touch up on it. Let me make sure I can see it real quick. Zoom in a little bit more. Just like that. Take our number 2 guard, level all the way closed. Go with the grain. And it's kind of like a little cheat code that I do. 1 guard, level all the way over, go with the grain, and then slowly move down. And it's kind of just flattens out the blend, kind of getting it ready for like going against the grain. Just like that. 2 guard, level all the way closed. You're gonna slightly just flick up when we get to the top of the blend. You don't want to go up too high, anything like that. Boom. 1 guard, level all the way open. Slowly close the lever, move down. And remember to preserve all this space because this is what makes up the lineup. All this space right here makes up the lineup. So we don't want to fade that in. You only fade that in when you're trying to do a hot tape. We're not trying to do a hot tape. Even when you're doing a hot tape, you want to preserve as much hair right there. And now we just have our clippers turned to the side and we're kind of just detailing. We are detailing. Slowly making the blend smooth and making it come together. Now this is the last guard that we will be using. This is the number 0 guard. And slowly just detail until this last line is taken out. Just like that, turn. Boom. And yeah, we about to use our wall seniors. The wall seniors is the only clipper. These kind of loud, but these are only clippers that I could do the rake down technique with. This is the rake down technique, basically going with the grain. Going with the grain and just raking down. You don't want to use the lever all the way closed. Well, my clippers are kind of 0 gapped almost, or close to 0 gap. But all this does is just smoothens out the blend. And it really depends on pressure as well. Like how much pressure do you put? In higher areas, like all the way up here, you want to put less pressure. Less pressure so we don't cut into the afro or anything like that. We just want to smoothen out the transition from the blend to the afro to no hair. Just like how we're doing right now. And then go back in, detail, do what you need to do. And that is all blend right there. All right, y'all, we're gonna do for the lineup now. For the front lineup, we kind of left it there when we debulked and everything. What we're gonna do now is cut it down with the number 2 bar, level all the way close, and kind of just go down. Go straight down, don't ride, like it's like a little hump in the head, from the top of the head to the forehead. You shouldn't be riding no hump or anything like that. Just go straight down. Create a soft baby line, bro. Don't create no hard line. Don't create no, they call it the taper of doom. Don't create the taper of doom, just go straight down. And what you can do is this. That's another way, and this creates enough hair for us to be able to line up. That's all we're trying to achieve here. Just getting off a decent amount of hair so we can be able to successfully line the client's lineup. And as y'all can see, that's enough hair right there. We're gonna zoom in for y'all so I can see a little bit more. I know the sun kind of playing with the background, maybe, or maybe that's just me looking at it. Boom, right there. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start our lineup prep. So, boom, we're gonna zoom out, move the camera a little bit over here. So for the most part, y'all know the lineup prep. Y'all been on this channel for a while. The lineup prep, I usually don't do hot towels for little kids, but we're gonna do the hot towel for him today just for the video. But we're gonna do, and I'm gonna cut my son's hair on this channel. I'm gonna teach y'all how to cut like a little kid's hair. So that's coming pretty soon. He get like a burst fade, so I haven't done a burst fade in a little minute on the channel. So, but what we do, boom, all you get is an alcohol swab. I've already wet it, and boom, spray it on now. Get a nice soaked up alcohol swab, and then you just simply just rub down. There's a lot of alcohol because I've already sprayed it, but touch that a little bit down right down. Just wipe down all the designated areas or spots that you'll need to line up. Cold out. Always blow dry on cold air. Yes, I already know that. If you're new to the channel, we always blow dry on cold air. We don't do hot air. We don't do cold air only, y'all. So boom. And as you can see, his skin will start to kind of just dry up a little bit. My hands are dry as I don't know what. And so this creates a strong ash line that everybody wants to achieve, that everybody be trying to, do with the pencil and whatnot. This creates that for us, bro. Like, I can line up his hair right now, no holding spray. I'm not gonna do it, but no holding spray, no anything. And it's gonna have an ash line regardless. Or I could really much do that with no holding spray, like right now, just to show y'all. What we're gonna do, we're gonna lean our client back. We have no more hot towels in our hot towel warmer, so we're gonna go create a hot towel. We're gonna lean our client back. Let's zoom out so y'all can see this. All right. You got a head rest, just lean your head back. And we're about to go create a hot towel real quick. If you don't, have no hot towel warming up, you could use a microwave and that'll, get the job done just as well. So we'll be right back. So at this point, all we do is get our phone, boom. Wipe it on the lineup. We're using a brush to kind of lay everything down. This is something that I use. People normally use their hand. I use my brush. So if y'all see anybody using a brush, you know where it came from, brother. Using the brush, wiping everything down. Get our towel, make sure it's not too hot. What you can do is a wrist check. So basically a wrist check, if it's too hot for your wrist, boom, when you put it on now, it's too hot for the client. Kind of pad it. This is what I do. Pad it so it can cool down. Then put it on our client. You really want to leave this on there for about probably 1 to 2 minutes. You don't have to wait no 5-10 minutes or anything like that, unless you want to start bringing out, unless you want to charge like extra for like bringing this out, turning it on, using a vibrator, doing all of, if you add like a facial and everything to your client. But we have a service for that, but we don't. It's expensive, brother, so we don't use it on everybody. But boom, really not too long. It's been about a minute, or it's coming up to be about a minute. But we don't even need that, brother. Wipe everything down. And y'all, I keep kind of like a basket. And that's where we put all our stuff in. Like the hot towels and everything. Basket. You get that same alcohol swab. Put alcohol on it. And then wipe everything down. And then you use the blow dryer, blow dry everything, same exact process. Just like that, and add our holding spray. We only gonna add a little bit of holding spray. Enough to where the hairs could kind of just lay down off of it. And then use cold air again. And then that is it, y'all. Now for the neckline, all you want to do, hold the ear down, kind of just have it at an angle so it could be a nice, it's sharp, it looks sharper when it's like this instead of like this, or like going too much vertically up. You want it going diagonally up and to the side. And that creates a way much more sharper look when setting in this back neckline up. Everything below that, we just cut it off. You can kind of turn your clippers and just, your trimmer, and just hover over these straggly hairs that we will have, or that you will have on your clients. And then continue with the edge of your trimmer. This is how we get in those tight spaces that we need to get into, or that we want to get into and that we can't. Just like that. Boom. And that is perfect. Boom. Now we're gonna do the other side like that. Now what we're gonna do for the neckline is take our soft trim, because the neck is pretty much one of the most sensitive parts while doing the haircut on somebody's head. The nape area, that's the correct term. They like to call it the nape, neck. It's gonna help most of y'all on that test that y'all gotta pass. So we take a soft trimmer and line that up so it doesn't cause any irritation or anything like that. Just like that. Boom. We're gonna wait till the camera focus. Just like that, y'all. For the front lineup, what I like to do is start off with the side tape. Now they got all of this hair right here, but we want to start it about right here where the hair is the most fullest at. Only using half of our trimmer blade, creating a straight line first, and then starting at the bottom of the C cup. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna wind up meeting that straight line that we had just set in. And using this steps, using this right here, kind of creates consistency with inside of the fade, with inside of the lineup. So 9 times out of 10, everything could be, you could have walked over if you needed to. Yeah, man.
Let's bring back my phone.
It's not in the car. But this creates the most consistency right here. Look how beautiful that looks. Look how beautiful that taper looks. Boom, the line up, everything. Now, what we do, turn our client to the front. Boom. And this is the tricky part right here. Boom. Turn our client to the front. You see this side looks sharp, and then we got this other side that look, you know, that's not done yet and whatnot. So what we do to match both sides, because this is really important to where, this is really important, y'all, I can't talk right now, to having like a picture perfect lineup that you want to post and whatnot. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna come to the front of our client. We're gonna go where this is at, where this C cup starts at, and we're gonna put a line right here on the opposite side, the opposing side, boom. And we're gonna come back to our client in the front, make sure it's even, boom. Pretty sure that's even to y'all. And then now what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish up and connect the two. Let me show y'all. Get a different angle for y'all. Boom, just like that. Create, we're gonna finish creating that straight line, just like that. And then make the two meet up. Using the corners of our blade. If your corners of your blade seems like it's too sharp, then it is too sharp. Your trimmers are probably overly zero gap. Y'all, I can't wait till my new blade come in, bro. Y'all gonna be seeing a whole different type of like, it's not a high vis blade. It's not even for the high blades, it's a babeless blade. So we're gonna go back to using babeless. I might even buy like a whole new pair of babeless just to put that blade on. Or I might just use my old low pros. I'm not too sure what I wanna do yet. Just like that, y'all. Boom. Go back to the front. Let me move this back. Yeah, they got buku cars right here. I don't know what they want. Might want a haircut. Might want a haircut, brother. We might have a walk-in. No? All right, turn to the front for me right here. Now what you want to do now, boom, is basically find the middle point. Move it over just a little bit. Right there. Find the middle point in your client's head. I use his eyebrows or his nose as a center point. Boom. His nose will always be in the middle of his head. The middle of his eyebrows will always be in the middle of his head. So boom. You're gonna start right here, go up, and find a nice comfy spot for us to start setting this lineup. Now as y'all can see, our client has a pretty full lineup. Boom. Y'all can tell, yeah. The only thing that he has is a little bit lighter right here than it is on the sides. So that's perfect because he is getting a, you know, a low tape. We don't want to, like, we could obviously set in our vertical bars right here because that's where his hair comes up all the way to. But we're not going to do that. It's going to make him look like he got a little tiny vertical box, and we don't want that. We want a nice, you know, decent size box and everything. So what we're going to do, we're not going to start the lineup right here because that'll look just totally like weird. We're not going to start it right here because then it's not enough for the vertical bars right here on the side. We're going to start about right in this area right here. This gives us a chance for the haircut to last a lot longer and for the lineup to look a lot more fuller because we will not be using enhancements for this haircut. This is the key to all natural haircuts. This is the key to getting those all natural clients. Y'all, real quick, I'm about to go to the, let me, so I can see what I'm doing. Yo, we always got these little things right here. Our client tired, yo. He tired of sitting in a booster chair, booster seat. You say you're back. All right. Yo, he was a little bit above the booster seat height, but like he wasn't all the way for the YouTube height. So that's why I got him sitting in the booster seat, but we almost done, so. We're gonna zoom in. Boom, right there, so y'all can see that's a perfect little angle. So watch how straight this haircut is. This line about to be. Boom. All right, so we're about to get the client, here you go. The trimmers, and it's gonna line itself up. I'm gonna teach our client to line his own hair up. Are you ready? No?
No.
So you're not ready to do it?
I'm not trying.
All you gotta do is just place it like right here and just,
I'm good. I'm not.
No?
I'm not client to go bald.
You sure? All right. So our client rejected the, the self-cut tutorial for clients. I wouldn't let him do that anyway. He said he's not trying to go bald. Put your head up right there. So what you want to do, first thing you want to do, boom, find his nose, go up, right here. And so we set in our line right here, a straight line. This is our foundation for the lineup right here. Boom. Cut all of this off. All of it. This part is a little bit too thick for my liking. Take the trimmer, just hover over that part. Make it a little bit higher. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Make a straight line. You want to make sure this foundational line, because this is what we revert back to every single time. You want to make sure that's straight. Boom. Make sure that's straight as possible. And then because our client has a nice full lineup, we work to whatever side we want to work to. So we're right-handed. So we're going to work towards our right side. And we're only using the right side of our trimmer blade. And this allows us to match the left side of our trimmer blade with what we've previously done. So when we take a step back and we look at the lineup, we can continuously be going in a straight lineup. This gives us more of a success, or more of a chance for success, setting ourselves up for success. Take a step back, look at the line. You never want to do the lineup all close. I do like to stand in front of my client the whole entire time while doing his lineup. Edge up, whatever you want to call it. It might not be perfect at first, but it's going to be perfect whenever we get it there. He has a whole bunch of hair on his face. Boom, look at that. So we're going to stop it right here on the edge of his eyebrow. Boom, we're going to turn that, make sure I can see a little bit. And we're going to add a little slant to it. You won't get that perfect boxy shape without a slant to the vertical bar, bro. Watch when I turn them to the front. The front lineup might not be all the way like what we want it to be, but for the most part, he's going to have that perfect, straight, boxy lineup that he needs. Boom. Look at that. Look how perfect that looks. And that's with me adding a slant to the vertical bar. He see it, I see it, we all see it. It's straight, yeah? Boom. Yep, it's getting there. So now what we do, since this was our foundation, we set in a nice core foundation. We start from right here and we work our way towards this left side. So that's what we're about to do. Re-angle your client's head, boom, right there. We're gonna kind of just touch up this one little spot that I see. And we all, they teach us not to be a perfectionist, but I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I like to really make sure everything is straight. So, and this is a kid, so y'all see how I got my hand like right here, just hovering over his head, just in case if he moves too much. And y'all, since we're working on the left side of the head, we're gonna be using the left side of our trimmer blade. On the right side, we use the right side of our trimmer blade. On the left side, we're using the left side. Hold on, it's not focused. We're using the left side of the trimmer blade. We're gonna use this little thing. Boom. Just like that. And what I like to do, I don't like to work my way all the way over. As y'all can see, what we're gonna see where this vertical bar ends at. His vertical bar ends at, I use his eyebrows as a reference point. We're gonna zoom in. I use his eyebrows as a reference point. His vertical bar, his vertical bar doesn't end on the edge of his eyebrow. It doesn't end on the beginning, 1/4 of his eyebrow. It ends like right here, right a little bit past where his arch will be. His arch will be right here, a little bit past his arch. So we're gonna turn our client to the opposite side. Hold up. We almost done, brother. Almost done. So around this area will be his arc right here, his arch. So we're gonna go a little bit past that. Boom, like right around here. Slant our trimmer blade, our trimmer. And boom. That should be it right there. It might not be perfect, but I'm gonna turn my client to the front. I'm gonna look at my client from the front and I'm gonna poof check. I'm gonna poof check everything. but this gives me, you know, this is like a rough draft almost. Y'all know how y'all was in school, y'all had a rough draft before the project, you know, was actually like doing stuff. So this is my rough draft. So I'm gonna turn my client to the front, look at everything. And so by looking at everything, I can tell, like y'all, I don't know if y'all can tell, but the lineup kind of looks a little, put it down a little bit, it kind of looks a little off. To me it does, but to the average person, you can't tell. But I can tell because I'm the skilled, you know, highly skilled barber. So we're gonna do, so what I noticed, this vertical ball is a little bit back than this one. This one needs to be pushed back just a little bit, just to be even with that other vertical ball. So that's what we're about to do. About to take this, go a little bit more back. And all it needs is a small adjustment, y'all. Y'all don't want to take them back too, you know. Push his line back, make him look like somebody's grandpa. Y'all don't want that. Y'all just want to do a little tad bit just to make it even with the other side, so you can have that straight, perfect boxiness that you need. And we about to see if this is enough. And y'all, man, let me tell y'all, this is a gem right here that y'all need to learn. Whenever you're doing somebody's lineup, we're gonna turn our client to the side so y'all can see. Right there, we're gonna make sure it's focused. All right, look at me real quick. So whenever you're doing somebody's lineup, you wanna make sure the trimmer is like this. You don't wanna make sure the trimmer is like, turn them a little bit more. You don't wanna make sure the trimmer is like this. This is the moving blade. Yo, this, I don't see nobody teaching about this. This is the moving blade, this is the steel blade. If you're wondering why your client always got like little scabs and stuff on his lineup or anything like that, or it might be breaking the skin, you're having trouble with, the trimmer's breaking the skin, it might be because you're holding you're being, I won't say you're being lazy, just that you don't know. You're letting this moving blade, because if I turn this on, the moving blade is right there. This is what cuts the hair, and this blade just sits here. You're supposed to have that steel blade only touching for real, not this moving blade. You kind of rest your hand like this and make the clippers or trimmers rest on the forehead like this and drag down. You're breaking all of this skin right here because this moving blade is just constantly just going like this. So whenever you're lining somebody up, you want to make sure like it's at a nice angle, y'all. That's very, very important. That I don't see nobody teaching. That'll probably save a lot of y'all some time, man. Some time and some peace. Some time and some peace. So we're gonna go back in. And all I'm doing is just fixing my rough draft, looking at everything that needs to be lined up. Or re-lined up. And just making everything look good. Using my micro adjustments, using everything that I need to use to finish this haircut. And y'all, what I'm about to do is, we about to go straight to the razor work. I normally don't use razors on kids, only when they can stay, still, I would say. But the razor work is what completes an all natural haircut, as y'all is about to see. And this is the best part right here of an all natural haircut. All right, about the stud, boom. Is a razor blade, kind of just extending the skin just a little bit. Lightly pressing. And just going against the grain. And what this does, this create like a little perimeter, an outer perimeter layer that gives off that sharp, that crispy, we're gonna zoom in for y'all, that sharp and that crispy look. This is what puts what they say puts the icing on the cake, especially for like for all natural haircut. All right. Especially this little ash line right here. And that's all it is, not like dead skin or anything like that. It's basically just holding spray buildup. And you could get this and you can achieve this. Really, if you just know what you're doing with this razor blade. It really don't matter what holding spray you're using. As long as you know, if you're skilled to know like what you're doing. And the air has to be pretty cold. I probably say like 70, 68, 69, somewhere around that inside of the shop. Me, I like the air to be very, very cold. That's when I put out my best work. When the air is at the coldest, bro. And so let me finish this real quick. Boom. At this little spot, now we're gonna slowly just turn ahead. Boom. Like this, so y'all can see. Look at that, look how sharp that lineup looks. Boom. Nice, crispy lineup. And y'all, before we finish the haircut, what we're gonna do, we're gonna add some product. That was a little bit of water. We're gonna add some product to his hair. Just like this. You can't add really product inside of the hair without water or just oil. Trying to add oil inside of the hair without water, because then the hair will start to, get dry and start creating like breakage and all that stuff. And then you don't want your client to go bald, So we don't want that to happen. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get a hand sponge. This is my favorite tool almost to use. Add a little bit more water, just to kind of moisten it up. Boom, just like that. Y'all, I hate these little bottles like this. They kind of just start spraying forever. And you're just gonna move in circles. Really that simple. Kind of until the product starts going away. Sometimes product, it's like a little goes a long way, y'all. So a little goes a long way. You want to get as much of this product kind of just inside the hair. Y'all, I'm using the back of my hand so we can get all this product just moisturized in now, just like this. All right, y'all, so this is the haircut right here. This is a nice, clean, mid-tape for y'all. Sharp lineup, nice line tutorial. But look, it's HYB. If you're not handling your business and what you're doing, and we out.
Danny, please don't do anything crazy.